Hi everyone, Deez from Turtle Dove. How's everyone doing? Well, it's a very windy and wet Sunday, and the whole weekend's been awfully wet and windy. So I have been sitting in my craft room on and off all weekend, and I have finished my Christmas sampler. It turned out really nice. I still haven't finished it though. There's a couple of things extra that I want to do. Now, I'll just remind you, this is called Santa Elk with dolls. I don't know where the dolls are, but there's an angel there. Right over here. But this is the design that came in the kit, and that's it finished. This one is 34 by 40 centimeters. I did review this back in October, and it is from VipCrossStitch, so I'm very happy with it. This is a 14 count, and I actually did the back stitch. Instead of using one thread, I used two. I didn't like the one was too fine, so you can see there is quite a lot of back stitching. I actually like the thick look here, and here I did a boo-boo there. When you get things like this, you have to try and do the stitches the same way, the back stitching. I'll show you. On the graph originally, you do all your back cross stitch first, and then this blue coloured lining, that's all the back stitch. So the first one that I did completely different to the others. The first one being over here, and it folds over, and yeah. So that's why it's important. And this one looks so messy. That's the first one I did, and then I started doing the same, and then I did not want to undo this. So what I will be doing is adding some sequins to it, which I wanted to do anyway because it's Christmas and I love my sparkle. So I was thinking to spread out a few sequins over the design. Very pretty. They're flower shape, and there's some really pretty orange sequins in here together with yellow and a pinky purple, but I'll only be using the orange, and I'm going to place a sequin on every second square all the way up here, and probably a few other places. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. So every second, and then up here as well. So let's just place that there. So I think some would look nice there. Then I will put one maybe in the centre over here under this pendant, and a couple over here. Not too many, but I like to sort of spread them over the design so it doesn't look all sparkly just in one corner. So over there, and then maybe one or two up here somewhere, and I think that would be plenty. So maybe one there, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to put some seed beads in the middle of the sequins. Maybe I could put a seed bead in the centre of each of these hearts. But that's it. I don't want to overwhelm the design with sparkle, but I think for being a Christmas design, that'd be perfect, and it'll also hide the different stitching over here. I did think of putting a button, Christmas button, over this and in other places, but one, they're too big, and two, it's going to make it hard to frame, put in the frame behind glass. So that's what I decided to do. I'll just quickly show you the buttons that I was thinking of using. These are wooden buttons. I bought these, I think, last year from Spotlight. But they have these beautiful star buttons, and I thought it might look good over here with maybe another one somewhere, but it is a lot bigger. And yeah, I just decided to use the sequins instead. So I will be back. What I'll do now is I'm going to wash this, iron it, I'm going to sew the sequins on, and I'll be back to show you the finished design. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. It took me a while. You know, I was just doing it here and there, and I've just been a bit more the last couple of weeks serious about wanting to finish it before Christmas. So there's still a couple of weeks before Christmas, which is good. So I'm ahead of myself. But I did enjoy this, and this is how many, or this is how much thread I have left. Obviously I would have had a little bit more left. As I mentioned, the back stitch, I used 2 threads instead of just one. So yeah, still got plenty left, so I'll be able to use that to sew the sequins on. But I'm really excited. I think it turned out so nice. But there is quite a lot of back stitch. Every time there's, how many colours of back stitch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colours of back stitch there was. And every time I thought I'd finished one colour and go on to the next, I'd find a little spot where I had to still back stitch. But even the angel around her dress, all the little snowflakes on her, and the little pendants she's holding, those snowflakes over here, all around the reindeer, I mean just everywhere. Used a lot of thread doing this pattern as well, and here, just surrounding this section. This is a really pretty sampler, and it's going to look lovely in my family area with doves. Back stitch around those, and the stems again here. There's just back stitch everywhere. Lots and lots of little starry, snowflakey patterns to cross stitch over, especially the middle of this as well. You can't see, but there is patterns over here in the darker green, and then of course these little starry shapes around there, and lots of back stitching around these patterns, well, the bigger ones anyway. So yeah, but it does make the design pop out and look much better. Looks nice over here as well. So I will be back once I've washed this, ironed it, and yeah, add the sequins to it. We'll see if I add beads to it. I'm not sure. The seed beads I have might be too big, but yeah, we'll see. So I will be back. Oh, and just before I do all this, I just want to show you my little desk area and all the pretty lights I've set up. So this is what I see when I craft. I have this lamp over here, and then all my Christmas lights. So it's a nice little corner to do all my crafting and cross stitching and diamond painting. Okay guys, well, we'll see you when I've finished putting all the sequins on. Hi guys, it's the following morning and I have finished. I ironed the Ada, washed it first. The ink came off really nicely, except for the red dye. You probably can't see it on camera, but you can only just see a little bit of pink dye over here, just there. But everything else came out nicely. I just finished adding the sequins. So I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, a couple there, that's 8, and then 1 over here. And I ended up putting, now I use the tiny beads, seed beads, which came out of this kit. You may have seen me do a finished project share on this one, and they had peachy coloured beads in that kit, so I had some left over. So yeah, I thought I would put those in the sequins. You can just see them. Don't mind my dry fingers. I am supposed to be cleaning this morning, but I just wanted to get this done. So yeah, I thought because they're flower shaped, they look really nice. Finished off with some beads in the middle. And then over here, you can just see, so they look lovely with the sequin. And over here, instead of putting sequins in each of these hearts, I just put the apricot beads in the centre. As you can see. So I am so happy with this Christmas sampler. And adding a little bit of bling, but not too much. Cheeky to hide just a little error there, but I wanted to use sequins anyway, being Christmas. So I'm really happy with it. It's not too crowded with sequins, but just gives a little bit of a lift and added texture and just something different to the whole piece, I think. So anyway, I'm not sure if this will be my last video before Christmas. It's a couple of weeks before, or 1.5 weeks before actually. So just in case, I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Have safe holidays. And I might try and get one more video in. I did want to make some Christmas tags with a Christmas master board that I made, but I'm not sure if I'll get that done before Christmas. But I definitely wanted to finish this one, and I'm not sure if I'll get this up and framed before Christmas, probably not, but at least it's done, and I can definitely use this for Christmas 2024. I love Christmas. So stay safe everyone, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.